Don't blame yourself if I don't love you. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the show. Please hit the like button and give this episode a thumbs up. Sister Wives, Season 19. Tell All is only in its second part, but things are already getting serious between Kody Brown and his ex-wives. Kody has been trying his best to say that he's not the one to blame for breaking up the family, but the tell-all host, Sukana Krishnan, who people call Suki, doesn't hold back, always putting Kody in the hot seat. But some fans think Kody is getting really mad and may try to make TLC punish. Suki, keep reading to see why Sister Wives Kody Brown fights with Suki. The second half of the tell-all has some sad moments between Kody and Suki. One of them was when Suki asked why Kody shut down Janelle during one of their talks while trying to fix their relationship. Janelle got so mad and decided not to talk anymore when Kody stopped her from trying to make a point. Kody went on to say that he just wasn't happy with how his marriages turned out, and he hopes that his wives have already forgotten about the past. The Sister Wives actor tried to leave the talk, but Suki called him out for it, saying he can act like a baby, but they're now talking like grown-ups. Kody wants Suki fired after big tell-all fight. Some Sister Wives fans on social media talk about the idea that Kody Brown may do something that may cost Suki her tell-all hosting job. According to the poster, Kody looked really mad tonight with Suki calling him a kid and saying mean things about his words. This made the poster think that Kody may try to have Suki fired. It's no secret that Kody likes to avoid questions, especially when he's feeling pressured, but Suki almost never lets him get away with it and calls him out every time he says things that don't match his other statements. I loved it too. Looks like he has lost control over everything. That stare was awesome. You could see the anger in his eyes. He does this a lot. With better results. Awesome Suki. After all the complaining about Suki that we've done before, she is finally standing up and asking the hard questions, so if he goes after Suki, we'd better all show up with pitchforks and torches to protect her. She has been great. That was the plan. He's been this way the whole time. Watch next season, fill their bank accounts. Funny show, right? Because he's a loser and can't find any more wives to take care of him. He had to come up with a new plan. He's such a fool and a joke. Sister Wives Kody Brown stare fight with Suki. By the end of the tell-all show, Suki asked Kody about why he's taking back his invites to David Woolley about having a man trip. He took back his words after finding out that Christine agreed with them and set a double date. It seems Kody doesn't want to see Christine anymore, and even took a few seconds to space out after Suki told him that seeing each other may be a good first step to fix things. The Sister Wives star then said in the most scary way, yeah, maybe not. Kody went on to add that it was a personal reason before saying that Christine was hurting Sister Wives. Robin Brown mad over Mary and Kody gross scene. Sister Wives actress Robin Brown has showed she doesn't want to be part of Season 19's tell-all. Part in Sedona during the first half of the tell-all, Robin freely said that she's not excited about the one-on-one interviews. Some viewers even say Robin is now sorry about her choice to be part of it after seeing a really bad old clip of Mary and Kody. Keep reading to see why Sister Wives Kody and Mary Brown's weird moment. The latest part of Sister Wives Tell-All showed Kody and Mary Brown seeing an old clip of them. The part had Mary accidentally backing into Kody, making an awkward, sexy position. This made Mary giggle so hard, while Kody felt very embarrassed. Kody also had a big laugh, even though he felt it was wrong to have such thoughts with Mary, saying that he now only has one wife. Mary even said that they were the best, worst couple ever. Christine called out Kody for trying to force his special marriage with Robin, but it seems Robin herself wasn't happy about the scene. Robin mad over Mary and Kody's gross scene. Some Sister Wives fans on social media thought about whether Robin Brown was upset with Mary and Kody's weird moment during the tell-all part 2. According to the poster, Robin's face clearly shows that she's not happy watching the clip. Her laugh felt fake and showed no excitement in talking about it. With Suki, Robin also sounded bothered when Kody said that Mary's personality when they split was someone he would marry again. I noticed she looked really angry. I don't think she was jealous. She knows good and well. Kody never wanted to be with Mary, but it brought up some type of bad feeling that I don't think she talked about. I think she was pretty angry. I don't think she liked Kody, Mary, and Nathan sharing a kind of sexual moment and laughing really well together. Then she shows up and the laughter not only stopped, but the mood became a total downer. Yeah, I think it bothered her, but Robin of course won't say that. That's how I saw it too. She could barely watch it all. Then she puts on this huge act of not being bothered. Sister Wives Robin Brown talks about Christine during the tell-all part 2. Robin Brown also shared her feelings about Christine. The Sister Wives star was asked about Christine's words, where she said that they came out of lots of complicated stuff. According to Robin, it was really their situation, adding that it has always been part of the divorce when the other family wants to stay away from the others as much as possible. But Robin said that Christine and Kody are connected forever. Because of their kids, the newest part of the family reunion special from the long-running reality show is only halfway through its current part. But the feelings and fighting among the main people have already gone up to a boiling point. The dad, who used to hold the family's many parts together, is now stuck in angry talks with his former partners as they deal with their shared past and the problems of split relationships. The man at the center of this storm has often said that he is not the only one responsible for the breaking of the family unit, despite his tries to explain his side and defend his choices. The person leading the talk won't give up, forcing him to answer hard questions and deal with uncomfortable truths, known for her straight and no-excuse style. She won't let the topic wander off or allow any excuses to go unchallenged. This attitude has not gone unnoticed by viewers. Some have even guessed that the tension on TV would make the family figure try to get payback against the outspoken host. Behind the scenes, fight of ideas when past and present crash on camera during the current half of the special. One of the most explosive moments came when the host asked the dad about a really difficult incident with one of his past wives. The woman in question, who has been a big part of the family's story for many years, was clearly sad when, during a recent try to fix bridges, the dad suddenly cut off her try to share her thoughts. This moment of quiet wasn't just a pause. It was a sad symbol of the breakdown in talking that has defined their relationship in recent years. The woman's reaction was telling. She pulled back from the talk altogether, unable to continue after being silenced when asked about this. The family dad admitted his disappointment with how his multiple marriages went, saying a hope that all people have since moved past their problems. He looked eager to avoid staying too much on the past, hoping to escape more questions. But the host stayed firm, refusing to let him escape responsibility by reminding him that while he might respond defensively, the topic was between grown-up people who deserved honest talk. Rumors and reactions, the problems behind the scenes. The talk between the dad and the host created a flood of curiosity among fans on social media sites. Some followers were sure that the sharp exchange left the family figure embarrassed. Even disgraced watchers noticed on his irritation when the presenter called out his avoiding and disrespectful remarks, calling him a childish presence in the talk. Several fans said their respect for the host's straight attitude, appreciating her courage to challenge the family figure on areas he might want to avoid. Some even said concerns that the dad would try to use his influence behind the scenes to risk her place in future family reunion events or specials. The agreement among these voices was clear. The presenter was giving the difficult, honest criticism that the family's story needed, and any try to silence her would be met with public backlash. Quotes from viewers nailed the mood perfectly. After all the times we've complained about how soft the questions were, it's nice to see someone stand up and demand answers. If he tries to push her out, we should all rally behind her. You can see the tension in his eyes. It's clear he's used to controlling the story, but this time he's losing grip. The host's calm, yet forceful approach is exactly what this issue needs. It's almost like he's desperate to keep control because he doesn't have anything else left. Watching him mess up under serious questions is honestly satisfying. The final fight, a moment of truth and avoiding as the reunion special got to a close. The host brought up a recent thing about an invitation the dad had made and then taken Back to another guy from the extended family circle. This invitation was meant to create friendship and healing through a casual gathering. But after learning that one of his former partners had agreed to join and even suggested adding a second pair to the trip, the dad's attitude turned drastically when pressed about this change of heart. He looked bothered, pausing noticeably before responding. The host grabbed this chance, arguing that reconnecting in a social way might be a critical step toward healing damaged relationships. His response was scarily unclear. Maybe, maybe not. He then mentioned vague personal reasons for his reluctance, hinting that one of the former partners was hurting his goals in some way. This encounter showed layers of unresolved tension and mistrust that continued to affect the family's interactions. The dad's hesitation and mysterious statements hinted that fixing would be a slow and difficult process, made worse by lingering resentments and felt betrayal's deeper analysis. What lies beneath the public disputes to really understand the complexity of this family drama? It is important to consider the bigger context behind these public fights. The dad's job in maintaining many relationships has always been a tricky balancing act. Over the years, gaps began to form as communication went down and expectations changed the former wives. Each with their own stories and wounds have had to tackle the task of rebuilding themselves beyond the family structure they once shared. For many of them, the reunion specials represent not just a chance to be heard, but also an opportunity to address past hurts and establish their truths. Meanwhile, the dad's attempt to keep control over both the story and the family dynamic shows deeper fears and disappointments. His defensive posture during the recent reunion is suggestive of a man dealing with loss of control and the desire to reconcile his own actions with the consequences they have brought the host's role holding the family to account. The reunion's moderator has emerged as a significant element in this growing story. Her reputation for asking difficult questions and refusing to accept vague or avoiding answers has made her a strong figure by questioning the dad and forcing the former wives to talk frankly. She has managed to uncover the wounds that have long been boiling beneath the surface. Her insistence on openness and accountability resonates with fans who desire authenticity and emotional honesty from the series. This combination generates a fascinating narrative tension that both entertains and invites deep contemplation on the complications of blended families and long-term relationships. The latest season of a well-known family reality TV has caused fresh conflict during the reunion negotiations. One of the women who has remained a central character throughout the family's public journey has recently voiced clear reservations about participating in the reunion interviews, suggesting dissatisfaction with the format and the themes covered. Watchers of the show have noticed her distant manner and quiet reactions, which some see as regret about her decision to join the reunion, especially after a particular portion replayed an uncomfortable and extremely intimate incident involving two of the family's former members, a blast from the past revisiting an uncomfortable incident during one of the reunion's most talked about events. The gathering turned sentimental and tearful when two former wives of the family dad were shown film. From earlier years, the clip featured a moment that had always been pretty infamous, a scenario where the woman accidentally bumped into the male in a way that gradually evolved into a physically awkward and intimate situation. The episode, initially harmless but definitely awkward in hindsight, sparked a mixture of amusement and discomfort. One of the individuals in the clip burst into hysterical laughter, unable to restrain amusement at the memory. The other, however, was visibly red-faced, an expression of sadness tinged with laughter. In the chat that followed, he noted that such thoughts and times felt improper in hindsight, especially considering the current status of their relationships. He said that his marital life had since narrowed to one wife alone, stressing how different his emotional landscape had become. The woman who was part of that clip described their dynamic, jokingly naming themselves the best-worst couple, a phrase that reflected the complex combination of passion, frustration, and unmet expectations that typified their past together. another previous wife known for her directness, openly attacked the man's attempts to uphold a sacred link with his present wife, hinting that such efforts were forced and perhaps false visible displeasure. The silent reaction of a present partner, while much of the reunion's drama transpired in talk and laughing. The present wife's response to this retro clip did not go ignored by spectators' online communities, and social media enthusiasts studied her facial expressions, finding a dramatic difference between the amusement shared among the former husbands and her own uncomfortable posture. Although she delivered polite laughs, many believed it lacked genuine amusement and instead appeared strained and fake. Her hesitation to engage extensively with the material or contribute her perspective raised eyebrows. The quiet or few comments from her side implied an emotional withdrawal or concern with the topic matter. Viewers wondered about the basis of her unhappiness. Some believed her reaction arose not from jealousy, but rather from discomfort, with revisiting experiences that, although entertaining to others, brought terrible memories or unresolved sentiments for her. Others noted that seeing the former wives sharing an open, even intimate moment, laughing and reliving prior interactions while she stood away, may have heightened feelings of exclusion or irritation. Several voices in fan communities wrote in to analyze what they observed. One remarked how the woman's anger looked obvious, while she carefully covered it beneath a false grin, implying internal strife. Another observed the shift in atmosphere when she came on the scene, saying that the light-heartedness departed, replaced by tension and a sad attitude. Some fans argued that the present wife's calmness was a cover, an intentional effort to look unaffected despite being visibly upset. Others suggested that her obvious discomfort was a subtle message about her complicated role in the family dynamic, underscoring the ongoing struggles of acceptance and trust, the struggles of coexistence. Insights into the family's complex web. Beyond this awkward moment, the reunion exposed deeper levels of the issues. This blended family confronts the current wife spoke openly about her opinions about another former wife who had lately made statements regarding their convoluted family arrangement. Reflecting on these words, she acknowledged the very nature of their connections, describing it as a layered complication that resists easy answers. She commented on how separation and distance frequently become a coping mechanism within this unusual family structure, with members striving to build boundaries, to preserve their own well-being. However, she underlined the undeniable links that endure, particularly the unbreakable connection through shared children. Despite estrangements and personal differences, these familial relationships survive as an enduring link. Her observations underline the dilemma many blended families experience, while adults may choose physical or emotional distance to heal or find peace. The shared obligations and affection for children establish a permanent bond, preventing complete separation. The host's role, navigating sensitive topics and emotional minefields throughout the reunion. The presenter maintained a precise balance of empathy and toughness. She directed conversations into emotionally charged areas without shying away from uncomfortable subjects. Her involvement was important in encouraging openness and vulnerability, persuading participants to confront feelings that may have been long repressed when the awkward previous moment was brought to light. She successfully managed the tension, enabling humor to diffuse discomfort, but also pressing for honest reflection on how the family's dynamics have developed. Her interventions often expose the basic human feelings behind the surface, the shame, regret, hatred, and occasionally affection that coexist in this tangled web of relationships. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Get more updates daily. See you soon.